by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
First responders are racing against the clock after deadly mudslides hit Southern California. I'm Tom Waite in Montecito, where the search and rescue operation is underway.
I'm Kenneth Webb in Bozeman. We have the current details of the road conditions coming up. We'll show you the details.
6:31 on your Thursday morning. I'm Missy O'Malley, and Chet Lehman will have our forecast in just a moment. Our top story for you now. The confirmed death toll in California of the mudslides has now risen to 17, while at least that many people are still unaccounted for as well. CBS's Tom Waite is in Montecito with more of the effort to find them.
The search for victims continues in Southern California.
Kind of doing what they do when there's an avalanche. You go around and you poke. And if you feel something different, you try to figure out what it is.
Nearly 2 days have passed since a powerful rainstorm triggered mudslides in the Santa Ynez Mountains. This is still a search and rescue operation. First responders say other survivors may be trapped in the mud somewhere.
There are several factors that go into determining how long a victim will be viable: air temperature, soil temperature, weather conditions, and the like.
500 rescue workers have been combing through the debris field. They've already canvassed more than 75% of it, but what remains are the hardest hit and least accessible areas. Much of the rescue efforts are taking place here in Montecito, northwest of Los Angeles. That's where hundreds of homes have either been damaged or destroyed by the mudslides.
Oh my God, Mom!
Using his cell phone, Marco Farrell captured the scene at his parents' home in Montecito.
It's just roaring and banging against the house, and the most vicious, violent sounds you've ever heard.
Several major freeways in the region are still buried under several feet of debris. They won't reopen until next week. Tom Waite, CBS News, Montecito, California.
Now, as of last night, 20 survivors were still hospitalized, including 4 who are in critical condition this morning. Chet, the weather just keeps topping the news.
Yeah, the sad fact with some of that flooding there is many of those people who were killed in that mudslide stuff were in those mandatory evacuation areas. They chose not to leave. So listen to law enforcement when they talk to you about that. Listen to us when we talk to you about what's going on out there as well. Take a look at what we're talking about. National Weather Service putting some advisories and warnings in effect. Winter storm warning in effect starting at noon today until 5 o'clock tomorrow for our friends down in the Gardner area and all that pink shaded area. All of us in southwest Montana under a winter weather advisory from 11 o'clock this morning until noon tomorrow. Driving conditions are going to be challenging, and this morning there is a wind chill advisory for our friends in northeastern Montana, and in fact all of eastern Montana. Some severe wind chills out there. Right now, temperatures in the 20s, teens, 20s, and some single digits depending on where you go out there. The big factor is the roads are slick. They were slick yesterday. They're going to be slick today. They're going to be slick tomorrow. Take it slow. Be careful. I'll have a detailed forecast in 10 minutes.
Well, that couldn't segue any better into our next story. As Chet has been mentioning all morning, of course, those roads are still very slick and slippery, so take your time and be careful. Traffic was at a standstill last night after a 4-car crash and pileup on Huffine Lane took place. Vehicles were backed up and merged into one lane as police and fire departments managed the scene. About 5:45, a Jeep in the westbound lane lost control and went into the eastbound lane, causing the first wreck. Then 2 more cars traveling in that eastbound lane crashed into those 2 vehicles that had just crashed.
Most likely going too fast for the conditions and lost control sliding into the eastbound lane. The roads are extremely icy right now.
Now, fortunately, nobody was injured in this multi-vehicle crash, and the officers told us that people need to slow down while driving on these ice-covered roads. Our Kenneth Webb was out on the roads with those reports of the terrible driving conditions and what law enforcement says is one of the keys of safety.
Montana Highway Patrol says since midnight last night, they have received more than 30 accidents and slide-offs here in the Gallatin Valley. Now, behind me is an accident, and I'll tell you the reason why. Here on Huffine Lane, it is so slick. It's like an ice skating rink all the way through. So make sure when you're out and about this evening to be cautious. And here are some tips that the Montana Highway Patrol said earlier.
So we've got a really good ice base with what was slush and turned into thick ice on top of that black ice. So we've got really treacherous conditions right now.
you can't do 75 on the interstate. People that think they can are going to end up in the ditch. And so we're just telling people, take your time, leave early, and make sure you give yourself plenty of space.
Now, the Montana Highway Patrol said earlier that they have received more than 1,500 calls for slide-offs and crashes since the beginning of November, and winter is not even over yet. So they want to urge you to make sure that you slow down when you're out on the roads. Reporting from Bozeman, Kenneth Webb, MTN News.
Staying on topic of weather, higher elevations across our viewing area picked up close to a foot or more of snow in the past 24 hours, and that's causing some dangerous avalanche conditions. Avalanche warnings are up in West Yellowstone, and everywhere else is considered to have high avalanche danger at this time. Gallatin National Forest Avalanche Center is urging people in the West Yellowstone area to be extra careful if heading into the backcountry because the snowpack is very unstable. Natural avalanches are expected throughout the next few days at all elevations. And there is no new information that our own Morgan Davies was able to get from the crime scene of Sunday's shooting death in Belgrade. As the Belgrade Police Department continues to investigate the incident, you can see here that the Manhattan Police Department vehicle, the police chief Dennis Hengel was in his vehicle yesterday, and he told MTN News that the crime scene is an active one. So an officer will be outside watching the house on Idaho Street until the investigation is concluded. That is, so nobody goes into the beyond taped off area. Nothing in the house is adjusted and no evidence is destroyed. Other police departments are assisting the Belgrade Police Department in watching over the crime scene. On Tuesday night, Belgrade Police Chief E.J. Clark did release some information saying that the suspect is in Belgrade custody, who has now been released. The public safety has been a big concern since the news broke and the suspect being released. However, Chief Clark said that the public safety is the police department's #1 concern, and if there is a threat to the community, everyone will be notified. We are going to take a quick break. Up next, we're going to take a look at what is coming up in a theatrical performance. Also, a quick look at your headlines at 7 right here on CBS This Morning.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, we're in Santa Barbara County where a mudslide victim describes his desperate escape and the surprise discovery he made along the way. And we continue to follow the Louisiana teacher who was arrested while speaking out about her superintendent's raise. David Begg now talks with that superintendent about his regrets. We'll see you 7 o'clock on the dot.